Well, a scenic drive through the mountains that took a lot of hard work and decades to happen.
Yeah, we're talking about the recently completed Foothills Parkway extension connecting Blount County to the Smokies. Dozens gathering on a section of Foothills Parkway to honor the work of Dean Stone, the bridge being named after Stone following a federal law signed by President Trump in March. Today's dedication comes as Dean spent a lifetime in service to the Smokies.
New at 4, reporter Blake Stevens sees how Stone's work will have a lasting impact on visitors to the Smokies.
It was a fitting gift. On what would have been Dean Stone's 95th birthday, a bridge built with his help now bears his name, and it sits along a place he loved and fought for decades, the Foothills Parkway.
He often said that you can get a lot of things done if you don't worry about who gets credit for it. And he never sought credit for anything that he did. He would be very humbled and honored by having a bridge named after him. He would be probably protesting it strongly if he knew this was going to happen.
Neil Stone says his dad started advocating for the Parkway in the 50s. His dad saw potential for more tourism, more dollars being spent in Blount County, and he saw this awesome view of the Smokies.
It is impossible to think of the journey without thinking of Dean Stone.
Stone called lawmakers, wrote countless pieces as the editor of the Maryville-Alcoa Daily Times, all to keep the Foothills from becoming a footnote. Senator Lamar Alexander saying today shows just what one person can do.
It took 70 years to do this. It took a lot of money, a lot of problems. Many people thought it would never be done, and it probably would never have happened except for Dean Stone.
Nobody loved the Smokies better than Dean Stone.
Former Congressman Jimmy Duncan saying he remembers getting the calls and letters from Stone about the Foothills Parkway throughout most of his 3 decades in Congress.
And if anything, he would want people to do that, go home and do that in their own community, to make your own community better.
Stone leaves behind a better and grateful community. In the Smokies, Blake Stevens, WATE, 6 on your side.
All right, Blake, thank you. You may remember the 16-mile section being completed and opening to the public last November.
If you haven't seen the views along the Parkway, you do want to check this out.